I'm going to give you 5 lessons that I learned from Matt DiBara on the intent behind building a brand. I'm Oliver Perry. This is the Oliver Perry Show, and this is the 5 lessons. Let's do this. Number 1, are you solving a problem in your industry? Specifically, are you solving a big problem in your industry? Matt talked about how he was solving the issue in his industry on getting people to the right contractors to be able to help them to succeed in whatever real estate endeavors they have. Now, this I can tell you from someone who's done a flip before is a very huge thing. Here's why it's huge. As a real estate investor, sometimes it's difficult to find the right contractor to get something done. But there's nothing more powerful than having a good contractor. But the fact that it takes so long to find one and that you go through so many heartaches, so much pain, Matt filling that gap now allows him to be a huge part of the entirety of the industry in the area, which is going to lead him to bigger deals, which is going to lead him to better relationships, which is going to lead him to more success. So, matter of fact, before I get to step number 2 or point number 2, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you think. If you like this kind of content, if you don't, that's fine too. Let me know one way or the other. Okay. So next, let's move into the next point. Next point is big thoughts equal big success. Matt talked about how his thought process has expanded since he started working on the brand, since he started building things out. And he has to now look further and deeper into the future, which now allows his imagination and his thought process to expand. Have big ideas. Be okay with taking a shot at big idea or even coming up with a big idea. Just know that that big idea can actually lead you to big success, but you have to be open to having those large ideas. Next point, failure is only known to you. Matt talked about how many things he had failed at and how many more things he could anticipate himself failing at. But here's the thing. We all think about failure all the time. We're always worried, oh, am I going to fail? Am I not going to get to where I want to go? All these things. The only person that knows you failed is you. Nobody else. Nobody else understands that you failed at something. Nobody else is thinking about you failing something because they've got their own problems to worry about. So focus on your task at hand. Focus on succeeding. Even in failure, there is success. Keep that in mind as well. Next point. Create something that allows you to connect 2 things. Matt's done something very smart, and that's, as we said before, connect real estate investors with contractors, quality contractors, and link them together. Because it's such a big issue in his field, in the industry, not just his, but mine as well, but in the industry, that it has become an evident thing that everyone looks for constantly. There are literally, and I swear, I promise you, there are people who will not give you a good GC that they're working with because they want to keep that GC, and the GCs are so difficult to find. So what Matt has done is found 2 things that need each other, real estate investor and a GC, and put them together. You can find the same thing in your industry. It could be like the chemical guys. Cars need soap. So they decided to become the guys who created the soap. They distributed it to car washes everywhere, and now they're in major chains like Walmart. So, next point. Self-discovery will help you and your brand grow. I talk about this quite a bit on the podcast as well. I'm sure I've talked about it in a few of the episodes before. Take time to build into self. The more that you do, the more that your brand will grow. Because again, big thoughts lead to big success. But you can't have big success or big thoughts if you're not expanding your own thought process on things. If you're not exposing yourself to people who are doing better than you, if you're not reading the books, if you're not investing in yourself and getting yourself into masterminds, or even finding yourself a coach, these things are huge. Remember, you gotta put into yourself to get out. And that's why self-discovery will help you and your brand grow. Now, I gotta go for now, but here, listen, there's gonna be videos on this side of the screen. One is Matt's actual interview, the full interview, and below that, you'll see all the interviews I've done up to this point. I want you to check it out. There's a lot of value in there. There's a lot of great interviews with a lot of great people who can help you to grow in your real estate journey. Now, if you don't click, you're not going to get it. I keep going to this side, but it's on this side, right up here and down here, right? So do me a favor, hit that button. Go check it out. Enjoy yourself. Write some stuff down, learn it. And what you learn, make sure you put in the comments and let me know. Until next time, I'll see you soon.